Okay, so it's February 22nd, 2023. And, got hay fever, allergies. Woke up, then all of a sudden, eyes tired. Eyes are frustratedly tired. Want to go to sleep, but my body says, we up. It's all good. I'm like, no, I need to lay down. I think I doze a little bit. Wake up hot. Other issues that I have, but okay. And then, it's 77 right now. I live in the heart of North Carolina. It is the back end of February. Okay. It's not ever in my childhood been over 63. And that was seen as too hot when I was a kid. And that happened every once in a while. So I wanted to be angry. I wanted to place blame on everyone, but nobody knows what they have done. They don't realize, you, the voter, don't realize that you have been pigeonholed into a thing that you don't know about. So in short, just about 50 years ago, oil companies investigated themselves and other things that found that, their pollution is going to cause harm on the climate. Okay. They saw it, it's been projected everything. Their science was sound, but their official report was that there's nothing to worry about. There is no danger, there is no harm. So they lied. And the only way you can lie is if you know the truth and you keep telling the opposite or something thereof. Or you don't know the truth, you don't know what's going on, but you're going to keep repeating something even though you don't know. Now you're perpetuating a lie. Just keep that in mind. So over time, all these decades, they've got their hands in the pockets of government officials and politicians up to the presidency. But we don't think about that. Winter's cold. Spring, it's cold, but it starts to warm up. Summer's here, it's hot. It's still hot, but autumn starts to set in. It starts to cool off. Roughly October is cold. Repeat. That's it. Simple as that. That's the weather that we get accustomed to. Now, let's advance it from what I'm talking about. Let's go 30 plus years to where we are roughly today. We'll just say the past 13 years. Past 13 years. February actually started in December. December started getting a bit warmer. No snow. It would just rain. Just rain. It was always 40 or 50. Just rain. January would be the same. February, biting cold. Then at point January, biting cold. The last half of it anyway. Got 2 weeks of January biting cold. Then you get December, which is warm with a sprinkle of freezing. January, warm with maybe 2 to 3 days tops of cold to freezing. February, moderately cold. And then that's about it. Am I wrong? If I'm telling you the truth, please keep listening. So now, what has it been this year? January, warm-ish, on the cool side, rainy for us. February, warmer and rainy. We are in spring. On February 1st, I didn't know that until this year. I never thought about groundhog and all that other stuff. The groundhog must have come out, saw its shadow, kicked it in the nuts, and then just said, it's time to dance. Because then, thinking about it, it probably never even went to sleep. It didn't even know it should. There are spider webs outside. There are bees. There are gnats. There are mosquitoes outside. Some have gotten into the house, opening the door, trying to, regulate the heat bill so our AC and energy wouldn't be so high. So I want to be upset with voters and whatnot, but I don't think that would be just. I don't know yet. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. But What happened when they tell the government that it's all good? Then the government learns, just as all of us, if you watch a lot of progressive media, oh yeah, they lied. They knew they lied. They've been taken to task. They've been taken to court. And yeah, they lied, but nothing's being done about it. Matter of fact, the more that the truth has come out, the more they say, drill, baby, drill. The more the truth come out, they say climate change is a myth. Bring a snowball in and say, hey, if it's climate change, if it's global warming, why do we have this? So right now, a snowball wouldn't stand a chance up in that hill. So what should I or you or anyone be upset about? Because that's what most media tell you to do. I don't care if it's progressive. I don't care if it's regressive. I don't care if it's Democrat. I don't care if it's conservative. It don't matter. What they do is tell you what to be angry with, but not exactly what to do about it. And I think that's probably why I get the low views, because I try to tell you what to do. I try to give you a solution, whether you want to take it or not. I offer you something. What do they offer you? And that's why I can say whatever I want to say, because no one's going to listen. So I get to spout off at the mouth. And that's the good thing about it. I got that freedom. I'm not beholden to views. I'm not beholden to corporations. Google don't pay me, so I don't have to kowtow and not mention anything about them. I don't have to do anything like that. I'm good. So what do? Because they pay the government to turn a blind eye. The government got you pigeonholed into, okay, the red is trying to vote and turn back the hands of time, to when it was just good for white people and white people only and everyone else is marginalized. They're trying to be as downright conservative, scary as possible. So you change all the books, you have revisionist history, you stunt the education of everyone around you, and you start off with the kids, because that's what grooming is. You take the education away from kids, so when they're adults, they're not educated. There you go. Private school kids are going to be fully educated. But everyone else, which would be seen as the grunt workers, the blue collars, they don't get education. So what are you going to do? Because that's what they do. And the Democrats, they vote just to stop the Republicans. So if you change your vote, you stop the stoppage. You can't. You literally have your finger on the trigger of a bomb that's right there at your hip. And it will take out your home. Okay? If you take your finger off that switch, everything blows up. Everything. You are scared. You really want to live. By all means necessary. Even to the point you'll super glue your hand to that bomb trigger just to make sure it never goes off. That's what you'll do. That means you are emotionally tied to that bomb. And that bomb for Democrats are Republicans. For Republicans is Democrats. But to stop the progressives, the Republicans and Democrats got to keep their fingers on the bomb. So they got to keep mingling together to stop the progressives, which are very few. So the progressives are like, we don't have a bomb. We're trying to live safely and let you know that you can too. But you got to vote that way. So who do we blame here? It's a cycle. All I can tell you is this. It's serious. It's all I can tell you. You have to just rip the Band-Aid off and show everybody exactly how you truly feel with your vote. Because your vote will control who you send to Washington. And who you send to Washington depends on if they're going to listen to those big oil companies and whatnot that pays them to turn a blind eye because they don't want to leave old money. So what are you going to do? That's up to you, your circle of friends and whatnot. Talk to them. What would be better? I ripped the Band-Aid off a long time ago. And other progressives, they talk a good game, but they don't play it. That's about it. I ripped the Band-Aid off. I'm playing the new game. I just wish others not to leave necessarily where they are. Just don't hate or naysay the new that comes in. That's all I ask. I ain't saying leave your party. I ain't saying absolutely just drop it, just vote different. I'm saying it'd be nice if you did, but just don't shun what comes in that's new. Not asking too much. Thank you for listening.